Shalom to everyone. Wow, look at the moon. I can't even zoom in to show you all how bright the moon is on this side of the earth. See if I could use that. It's been a while since I haven't get to do much. Can I even zoom? Oh yeah, I could zoom in. Didn't know that, but now I know. I could zoom in. That's awesome. That's so awesome that I could zoom in. Ha ha ha. Alright, so I could zoom in, which makes it awesome. Let me just zoom back out. See the face there? I used to use this long ago. Can't remember how it works. Oh yeah, give you a different look. Hey, shalom to everyone who joined in this live right about now. Right, just certain things out here. See if maybe, yeah, haven't used this in a while, so I really can't remember how it actually works. Who is on the live? Who is on the live? I remember when I used to do lives like this. Hey, shalom to you, sister Rika. Shalom to everyone who on the live right now. Look how big the moon is now. Seeing those faces starting to manifest. Sister Rika. Shalom to you too, sis. Not sure if you all could hear me that well. Alright, so it's just a quick live of the moon, and I also got an opportunity to post a live that I found from 2015, you know, to refresh some of you all mind. So I ended up finding back that live, so I did post that live. So what I'll be asking you to do is to just hold and copy it, copy the live, and share it. Hey, what's up to you, Victoria? Shalom. Who's the third person we have on the live right now? And the moon is very bright. If I was to switch the camera on me, you wouldn't see me because I'm in the dark. Yes, I'm in the dark, capturing the moon away from the mosquitoes and stuff like that. You know, the mosquitoes, you know, always a mosquito. All right, from the mosquitoes trying to attack me. If I had to use my samurai swords on these mosquitoes, you know it does be already. You know, I have to use my samurai sword on the mosquito. Hey, what's up to you, Sister Rosa Sharon? Make sure and share this live, although this live will be very, very short. All right, so make sure and share this live. All right. So we have Raphael in the house with us. We have Michael, and we have Archangel Gabriel as well in the house. All right, so there will be another live, but the live will not be anything like actually what you see now, right? All right, so so far as I understand, some people is not getting the opportunity to see anything. Alright, so I think Facebook actually blocking out this live. Are you able to hear me that well? Are you all able to hear me well? Let me know if you hear me well. The moon going to disappear. Alright, so guys, it's about, well, it's about. Alright, we're actually going into the third day 3, right? We're actually going into day 3 before the apocalypse unfold. All right, so I couldn't even talk because my mic is not functioning right. So I will do a live tonight, hopefully. Well, I have to do the lives this way because Facebook not allowing me to do any more live. All right, Facebook actually not allowing me to do any more lives as well. The live I did yesterday, Facebook deleted the live and they threatened me, and they actually told me that I came against their company's policy. Oh my gosh, I come against Facebook company policy. What policy is that? Oh shit, there's the rain coming there. But anyhow, I am not a developer. All right, I don't develop apps or anything like that. So by them actually sending that stupid message telling me I'm going against the policy, first time I ever received that stupid note that I going against Facebook policy. All right, I'm going against the not community policy, I'm going against company's policy. All right, which you will be seeing. You will actually be seeing a lot more. You'll be seeing when I get a chance to fix the audio and stuff like that. All right, but Facebook attacking my lives. All right. So that's to let you all know Facebook is attacking my lives. All right, so thank you all for just watching this short live. It was just to give you sorry for moving the camera. It was just to give you a simple update. I'm not sure if you all hearing me, boy. I'm gonna see if I can. Oh yeah, I think you all hearing me well. I think you all hearing me very well. I think you all hear me very, very well. All right. So as I was saying before, Facebook is attacking my lives, and you know what that means for the kingdom of darkness. You know what that actually means, right? So I don't really have much people on the live right now. It's Sister Naomi. Where is Sister Wati? Oh my gosh, 2 of you all is like twins, some 2 different mama. No, but it's one mother because it's Maya, right? So it's one mother. So it's a blessing to have you, Sister Wat. No shucks, I'm going to say Sister Wati. It's a blessing to have you, Sister Naomi. I wonder where Sister Wati is. I know she may be somewhere wrong. I know you and Sister Wati is like twins. All right, guys. So we actually enter into the 3rd day of grace. All right, we actually enter into the 3rd day of grace. When it comes to number 1, we know what's going to happen. So you see what happening in Mexico, you see what happening in Hawaii. All right, you see what happening in with the Yellowstone. All right, all the prophecies, all the things that I've been telling you all, you see how it happening, and Facebook is against me for all of that. All right, because I am not teaching on righteousness, not teaching on godliness, Facebook is against me for teaching you the truth. And not only that, they're against me for. All right, I can't zoom up now. All the time I could have zoomed on. Oh God, I want to show you Abba face. Look, you see Abba face right there. You can see the manifesting there. All right. As I was saying before, I going against Facebook policy. Oh my gosh, Facebook say I coming against their policy. What policy does Facebook have? Right? What policy does Facebook have? You know, I would just leave this live. You know, let me find a little topic to talk about in respects to Facebook and what Facebook have been doing all the time. All right, so what Facebook have been doing all the time is jeopardizing me from reaching you. All right. So what they're actually doing is stopping me from reaching you, stopping me from reaching other people around the world. Because as you all know, I started this whole Facebook ministry, right? I started this whole Facebook ministry. The first time Facebook launched was in 2007. So 2007, I was the first person to start to teach people. I teach Nigerians, I teach Koreans, I teach, oh my gosh, I teach every. Hey, what's up to you, Brother Jeremiah? Shalom to you, Commander Coco, if you are wrong. And Sister Lolita, Sister Asa, Sister Renata. Who else, boy? Who's Chloe? Who else there? Who else there, boy? Wow, I have to hold this phone up so that you could see the moon. Oh my gosh, I need to stand up higher. Oh my gosh, the moon is disappearing on us right now. All right. Hey, look, Sister Coco. I know. All right. So we have a lot of things going to happen. A lot of things going to unfold on day 1. All right. So day 1, brothers and sisters. All right. So day 1. All right. So day 1. On day 1 actually. All right. On day 1. Which we actually approaching day 1 soon. When you approach day 1 soon, that will be the beginning of the apocalypse. I didn't really tell you all anything because I didn't want you all to actually get scared or anything like that. We are in Elohim. All right. So, I know what I mean. I didn't want you all to get scared or people always saying I giving them fear mongering stories and all kind of shit. What I'm saying is that when we reach countdown number 1, that will be the beginning of the apocalypse. All right. So the apocalypse begins on the 27th of July. All right. Hi to you, Chloe. Hi to everyone. I know you all haven't heard my voice in a while because I've been doing recordings over and over, so that Abba told me to do past recordings, to refresh some of your mind, so that you all will remember all these prophecies that I did spoke to you, so that when that test truly comes, what the heck is that? All right, that look like some kind of phoenix bird or something like that, right? But anyhow, recently it had a report in that people saw a phoenix bird. All right, people saw a phoenix bird. I seen the moon a little bit of the water. Raise my camera. Oh my gosh, my hand hurting me holding this. Anything. All right. So as I was saying before, the apocalypse. All right. People say, "Oh, the apocalypse will never happen." You see, they can actually say what they want to say. They can actually say what they very well want to say. But as I was telling you all, the apocalypse begins on the 27th of July. So on the 27th of July, the apocalypse will begin. All right. So I just wanted to come live and see how you all doing. And I know you all didn't hear my voice for a long while too. Miss you all too, Sister Coco. Miss you all too, Sister Chloe. And to everyone who listened onto the live, all right. It's such a great blessing to be alive in this time. All right, so you all won't be seeing the moon again because the moon actually going down over the mountains. So once it go over the mountains, you cannot see it anymore. But we can still talk. All right. I just want to talk to you all for a little brief moment so that you all will know what's going to happen on the 1st. All right. When I mean on the 1st, I mean when the countdown reach number 1. All right. So when the countdown reach number 1, then and only then the apocalypse will begin. You can see what happened in Mexico. You see Mexico getting earthquakes every single day. Why? Look at India. Look at Lola. I think it's Lola, the name of the place that got multiple tornadoes. I did told you all about the multiple tornadoes that will touch down. I did actually told you all about the multiple tornadoes. Well, that was prophecies that happened. That was prophecies that was released to you about in 2017. Right? In 2017, all these prophecies was released so that people will prepare for it. You know much people didn't prepare for it, and you know much of them will suffer for it? A lot. All right? Because they didn't prepare for it. Because they didn't prepare for the apocalypse that is unfolding in 2018. Because of that, brothers and sisters, they are going to suffer the worst ways ever. Because they didn't take heed when they're supposed to take heed. All right? So when they're supposed to take heed, they didn't take heed. And that's a major, major downfall right there. All right? They're supposed to take heed. They're supposed to listen. They're supposed to listen to me. People say, why I must listen to you for? I shouldn't listen to you, and why I should do this and why I should do that and why I should do the other. It always why I should listen to he, why I should do this and why I should do that. Let me see if I could get a little peep in the moon. Oh God, boy, yes, I could get a little peep in the moon there. Yes, why I doing this and why I doing that, and always why I have to be the one. Why I had to be the chosen one to bring forth these words. Why I had to be the chosen one. You know what I mean? It was about why. Why me? Why me? Why they choose me? The truth is, right? I have been through a lot of things before I could actually bring this truth to you. I wouldn't really go through all of that. I just want to make it a little short. I just want to make it a little short. Wow, look at the glow that you're seeing there coming from the moon. And a lot of people is deceived. All right, people following the wrong things, people following the wrong teaching, people following the wrong people. And it really, really sad. It actually hurts Elohim heart. Well, anything that hurts Elohim heart specifically hurts me as well. All right, so whatever they're doing against Elohim, it hurting me, and it angering me to a point of really outpouring wrath upon them. All right, and everybody just wants to remain in their sin. When I use the word everybody, it doesn't mean us who already transparent in Elohim. All right, and I'm not saying everyone who already righteous, who walk in holy, who live in the standards of Elohim, that they're the ones to be punished anyway. All right, I'm speaking about the ones who walking unrighteous, the ones who walking ungodly. Just take a look. Just sit down for a while. You sit down for a while and just look at everything that's happening around you. You seeing anything happening near your house? Are you seeing anything? Look what happening in Indonesia. Tsunami hitting that part of Indonesia. Tsunami not hitting Java. Things happening in Trinidad, and things are happening where I am. Things happening in Florida. Things happening in California, Brazil, Mexico, Canada, everywhere. England, things happening everywhere. All right, things happening everywhere, and people are still not waking up. All right, people still not waking up to actually see how the enemy have deceived them. We are actually in the end, but nobody sees, only us. Right? So we become like an enemy. Right? So we become now like an enemy, because you know why? I'll tell you something. The moon gone down, so you will be seeing a little moon going down over the mountain. You can't really see it right now. Get a little blur. Anyhow, so as I was saying before, right? See if I can pick up. Yeah. Where this little cat come from this hour? This cat always following me. Move. Yeah, under your one protection. You know. Under your one protection. Go, 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 go. Alright. So let me see if I can show you the cat, boy. Oh gosh, it's so dark. Walk in the light there, boy. Walk in the light. Wait, I can't see the cat. Ah. Look the cat here. Always falling, man. A Christian bar. Where you from, bro? Where you from? Oh God, you coming back? Oh, you gonna sit down. And look at next one. Oh, look at next one. Alright. So I hope that you all understand, right? I hope that you all understand exactly. When we reach countdown number 1 is the beginning of the apocalypse. And although to some people, they might say, me I see no apocalypse happening. Me see nothing happening where I am. You know why? Because there are few elects there. That's the reason why. So certain things not happening in certain places because there are elects there that Elohim is working on saving them from the spiritual realm. Alright, so I'm actually speaking things so that you can understand from the spiritual, from a spiritual understanding. Hey, look, I can see the moon now, man. I can see it all that. But we could still see the moon. By the moon going down there, by moon going down. Alright, I'm speaking to you all from a spiritual understanding. I want you all to understand from a spiritual understanding. The reason why people in Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, they're not waking up because of religion. Right? Religion have a lot of people blinded, brothers and sisters. People is blinded by religion, blinded by tradition. Alright? Hence the reason why. Alright? Hence the shalom to you, Sister Kati. Alright? People is blinded not only by emotions, but blinded by tradition as well. If people only wake up and understand what is really going on, and they will rise up against the enemy. If they could rise up against the enemy, if they could wake up and rise up against the enemy, then the enemy will have no power to do anything, because they will have no time to do anything. You see, things happening in such a sequence, just as I told you. People might say, oh, you're always boasting, you're always boasting. I have to boast. I have to boast. People need to know I am the main source. People need to know I am the main source. Nobody else on the earth is the main source. Nobody else on the earth was actually given this assignment that I am doing right now. Nobody. So you could actually say to yourself, yeah, you could actually look at it at a different angle. Yes, the same way how Yahushua walk, I walk in that same path. But it's just similarities. It's just similarities. Similar things Yahushua went through, I am going through it. I am going through certain things Yahushua went through when Yahushua walked the earth. It's the same thing. Noah, Abraham, Enoch, Eliyahu, which is Elijah. They all walk a similar path that I am walking. Listen, it's so awesome. It is really awesome what Elohim is doing and the plans that they have. The enemy don't have that plan. They don't know that plan. They don't want to be a part of that plan. They want to be a part to come against us in a way, because they want to weaken us. Remember that Elohim is our resistance. Remember that Elohim is our strength. Remember, nothing wasn't created out of nothing. Elohim is the creators. They created this earth. It had nothing to do with nature. Look, I going around Facebook and I actually seen people talking about nature this and nature that and nature this and My gosh, it's so depressing. I'm being very frank, I'm very, very honest with you. It is depressing to see people calling Elohim Natia. Although they have been taught who Elohim is, although somewhere along the path in their life, they were taught who Elohim is and they rejected Elohim. They rejected Elohim. Why? Because of pride. You know, they don't want the congregation to know they worshiping Elohim. Listen, you can't have 1 foot. You can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You cannot have 1 foot. Hey, shalom to you, Michael Small, and welcome to this short broadcast. There is no way, brothers and sisters. There is no way that one, all right? There's no way that one could say they're walking with the Creator, walking with the Most High, but yet they're walking ungodly. It is impossible. It is very well impossible. Shalom to you, Sister Lolita L. White. It is indeed impossible, brothers and sisters, to have 1 foot in the ark and 1 foot out. Because once the enemy cut off 1 foot, what you gonna do? You gonna be leaping around on 1 foot? So you will be constantly leaping around on 1 foot? Let's think about let's actually think about this. You can't have 1 foot out and 1 foot in the ark. This is the hour for you to be rooted and grounded in Elohim. Elohim is the hot wire. You know electricity wires that you seen running and how you get electricity. Let me just explain this in a different way. How do you get electricity to your house? How do the electric company supply electricity to your house? Because there is a negative and a positive. There is a negative node and there is a positive node. Elohim is the positive node. The kingdom of darkness is the negative node. All right. Now, I don't want to jump in too much to this, but I just want to break it down into a way that you could understand. Because I think this coming to a revelation coming to me right now in my spirit about the negative and positive polarity. All right. Same thing with a car battery. When you have a car, or if you have a car, you have to put the battery pole where it's supposed to be. All right. So let me say the battery pole. All right. The battery pole is supposed to be positive. You can't interswitch the battery pole. You can't take the negative and put it on the positive. You cannot take the positive and put it on the negative. What do you think will happen? You could burn your engine. You could burn. It's called cross wiring. All right. Now I went to school and I learned about that. I talking about spirituality here. Although you hear me speaking about negative and positive, I'm speaking about the negative energy and the positive energy. Elohim is the positive energy. Without the positive, there is no negative. There is no polarity. Without the negative, there is no positive. Because I can't just take I just can't take a positive wire from a car and just put it on the battery. Then I have no electricity. The electricity only polarity. The polarity of the electricity only running through the positive aspect. Only the positive aspect. All right. So only the positive aspect the electricity running through. So there is no way that the car will start. You need to take the negative now and attach it to the negative battery pole. And when you do that, what happens? You get power. Because you know why? The negative and positive kind of are sort of like on the same side. All right? You know, they will never explain that to you. I explain something to you because I want to teach you. Oh, move from my foot now. Shit. I can't. Very disrespectful. Go so. I'm not eating nothing. All right. So, as I was saying before, the negative and positive is two different forces. Right? the positive is a force by itself. You can't reckon with the positive. And the negative is a force too. But the negative is not more powerful than the positive. Elohim is the positive energy. Lucifer is the low rank darkness then. All right. So now let me just shift our focus from the polarity and let me just go a little bit into electricity. All this have to do with Elohim. All right. How you actually think electricity coming into your home? How you think? How you actually think that they're doing this? How you think that every state, every part of the earth have electricity? Let me tell you all something. And I know you never heard this before, but I'm telling you, there is an off switch. You ever heard about it? There is an off switch. What is an off switch? Anytime the elites want, they could shut down the friggin' grid. Because there is an off key. Alright? There is a key to turn off electricity worldwide. And that means shutting down the friggin' grid. You know what is the grid? The grid is what supplies electricity to our homes. We think all the electricity companies, we actually think they gain electricity from. How you actually think that they gain electricity? They're using lightning. Now let me go a little deeper in this understanding, because you never hear this nowhere else. How do you think that electricity is generated? Through electricity. All right. Let me just talk about the car a little bit, because I just want to actually make the connection. I want to get connected, really get connected. So that once you get connected, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. So, electricity is what gives us electricity. Or should I say, lightning is what gives us electricity. For example, you take a negative, all right, let me just use this term. You take a 9-volt battery, all right? I had to explain it in a way so that you could understand. You take a 9-volt battery, you attach two wires, you attach a black and a red wire to the different polarities, the positive and the negative. You take those two wires, don't try this, because you'll get shocked, right? You take those two wires and you take the two wires and you rest it on your tongue. And you will get electricity. What the enemy did, what do you think they did? How you think that they get to generate electricity? From lightning. That's where they get electricity from. And what they did was, they used something called a generator. Remember I teach you all about the oh my gosh, what I teach you? Remember I teach you all about how the hurricanes start and how the storms start. I might teach you all about that. All right? How there's a certain process that happens that generates electricity within the core of the hurricane. Well, this is exactly what I'm telling you all here. All right? So what they actually came up with, they actually came up with a way how to conserve lightning. And they use lightning. They use certain strikes, certain strikes of lightning, and they have something called a process. What do you call it, boy? A process, something to do with a process. All right, there's a process that happens where the electricity is being kept and like energy saved. It's like on an energy mode, and they keep generating electricity over and over and over. If you didn't know this, some months ago, ABBA exposed a cable. I think it was Nigeria or somewhere. ABBA exposed a big fat electricity cable running in the ocean. We never knew about that. We thought that our country was the one generating electricity, but it is a lie, brothers and sisters. There are big fat cable running from America to Trinidad, running from Trinidad to Australia. All right? But let me tell you all where the main power source is. You want to know where the main power source is? The main power source, brothers and sisters, is in England. The Vatican have a part to do with that as well. The Vatican, they could switch off the grid anytime they want. But why would they switch off the grid when they're making money off it and when they're keeping the deception alive? You have to understand, brothers and sisters, the Vatican have a major role, a major role to accomplish. Oh shit, I hear a ship. I think I hear a ship. And it's coming towards me. But you know, it's not coming towards me, it's a little higher than me. Right? But as you can see, there's a ship right there. As you can see it moving, seeing different colors and stuff. That is a ship. That is no star, and that is not Venus. All right, Venus don't exist. Saturn don't exist. All right, all these people people actually photoshopping Saturn. People photoshopping Jupiter. People photoshopping, and NASA is the one who encouraging people to Photoshop these pictures. Good night to you, Sister Max Sandy. And hello. NASA is the one helping people to push the lies, the agenda. That's why every time I see that, it has hurt my heart. It has hurt my heart real bad. Every time I see they're talking about Venus, and they're talking about Jupiter, and they're talking about Saturn, and Saturn go be where the moon is, that is actually anger me so much. Because there is nothing called Saturn, there is nothing called Jupiter, there's nothing... by the way, did you know that Saturn came from Satan? If you do your research well, you will actually come up with that analogy that Saturn, that's what they call it, Saturn came from Lucifer's name. Saturn came from Satan. So that is a major deception right there. Where Jupiter came from. Jupiter came from stupider. They're making the people more and more stupid. All right. So instead of calling the imaginary planet stupider, they call it Jupiter. To make you think there's a Jupiter. Let me tell you all something. We live in a closed system. All right. We live under a dome. The earth is completely flat. Hence the reason why water could actually settle. If the earth was a spinning ball, as NASA painted to be. All right, let me just go a little higher. For example, if I was to take a GoPro camera, if I was to take a phone camera, an iPhone camera, if I was to take an iPhone 6, an iPhone 7, iPhone 10, iPhone 12, iPhone 40, whatever camera they make, and I was to go up, let me say, I was to go up at least 300,000 feet, close to the dome. I was to go up there. You know what I will see up there? You know what I will see? Friggin' ships. All right? That is where the ships are. That is where the UFO is based. All right? So when you're thinking that the UFO base, when you think of the UFO base here on Earth, it is based here on Earth, but it's not the way how they put it. All right? And the next thing, you know, so much thing coming to me at the same time. I mean, so much thing coming for me to actually told you all. All right. The next thing, let me tell you all about the all right. Let me tell you all about the alien suit. Michael, I know you might be a little aware of what I'm talking about. No, what they call aliens, these guys, these demons, these fallen angels, they just wear a suit. All right. So you see all them aliens, and you see all they call them aliens, and their big eyes and their small nose, and they have mouth. That is a suit. All right. That is just a suit. That is not how they look at all. All right. That is a major deception. And I think Abba should actually bring forth a crop circle for me to expose the alien agenda, because the alien agenda is a deception. Because everybody thinking that aliens exist. Aliens don't exist. Aliens is demons, and the fallen angels, they are the ones who put on these suits. You see, like how they make clones. It's like how Donald Trump is a clone, Hillary Clinton is a clone. Do you all know that Hillary Clinton is a clone? Do you all know that the real Hillary Clinton dead? Oh my God, the deception is so deep. Hillary Clinton is dead. The real one is dead. The real Trump is dead. The real Obama still exists because Obama is the Antichrist. They're not going and clone he. He's a special one. All right? But Hillary Clinton is cloned. As well as Donald Trump cloned. You hear what I'm telling you? Most members in parliament or in Congress, clones. You hear what I'm telling you all? They are reptilians. Even on the news station, certain news station, Fox News and CNN, they are clones. And most of them is reptilians, brothers and sisters. You need to actually be unto them. When you be unto them, you will actually see for yourself that these people who reporting the news to us is not human, because the kind of news that they bring into us is lies. And you being a human being, and you let me just put it like this. Let me put it like this. I work in a news station. Let me say I work in Fox News. And the head manager, he said that I need to actually give people a specific, I need to give people a specific, let me just explain it in this way. I need to actually give people what they want to hear. People want to hear that the world not going to end. All right? Let me just put it like that. People don't want to hear that Yellowstone going to erupt, then they go lost all their money, and oh my gosh, then they go, then the agenda will collapse. All right? So that's why they don't want them to know anything. That's why the agenda is so thick. It's so thick. All right? Hence the reason why. All right? So these demons, these reptilians, they are on the news. And you as a human being working in a news station, you will feel guilty for deceiving your own kind. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters. You will feel guilty. Let me go back to 9/11 when Trump was alive. 9/11. All right? My battery going and die. All right. I didn't want this to stay too long because my battery, my phone starting to overheat right now. All right, so I just wanted you all to, before my phone cut off, because my phone is going to die. All right, my phone does start to get overheated just like that. But anyhow, Facebook know I'm telling you all is the truth, and I'm not sure if they might keep this live going, or I'm not sure if they might actually, when I actually click finish, I'm not even sure if they're going to allow it to be published. All right, but anyhow, I'll always remember what I teach you all, always, because I am the main truth. I am the main source. All right, so as being the main source, all right, as being Elohim's main source, they took the teachings, they took the prophecies, they took all these things from me, and they actually think that would have break me down. That never break me down. I am the ancient truth. The ancient truth has become one with me. All right. So, don't matter what they try, it won't work. If they shut down my profile, I'll make a next profile again. It might take a while for me to actually make a next profile again, but I will make a next profile again. But just to actually refresh your mind, I wanted to talk about Trump really, really quick, and my battery going down real fast. All right. Anyhow, when 9/11 happened, Donald Trump said that it was an inside job. Then 2 days after, Donald Trump came and tell people over the news that it wasn't that he make a mistake saying it was an inside job, and he was so scared of people's life, and he was so scared that certain things was happening to people. You know the friggin' excuse goes, always making up excuse. But let me tell you all something. That was the fake Trump, all right? Fake Trump. And the Melania Trump so-called wife, that is not even a woman. Let me tell you all something. The agenda is very, very deep. All right. The same how Obama and Michael Obama was two men, is the same agenda with Donald Trump and Melania. What's your name? Melania. If you didn't know, I will tell you really quick, because I need to tell you all really quick, because they're pushing my phone to a certain limit where the battery could die. Melania is actually Putin's sister, or I wouldn't say sister, Putin brother. All right, because he's a trisexual, a homosexual. All right, so Putin and Melania is family. You all see the deception? Are you all see the deception yet? All right? Putin and Melania is family. That is, if you all didn't know Putin and all, Putin is a clone too. The real Putin dead. Alright, they will cut off my phone just now. Alright, but I'd like to say thank you all for listening to my little live. Just remember when we reach countdown number 1, that the apocalypse begins on earth. Right? Whether or not they like it, whether or not they're ready for it, the apocalypse will begin. And let me actually make this very clear. Melania is a reptilian too. Melania is not even human as well. Alright, because they clone Putin and they clone Putin brother too. Wow, brothers and sisters. The deception is very, very, very deep. And Christians don't see. They don't see that. And I could go on and on. I could go on and on and on about all these ministers, all these presidents and them, who people that be bowing down and worshiping them. Alright? But people not seeing Trump is a homosexual. Trump is not far from Obama. It's the same deception going on. Alright? Obama is a man. Trump is a man, but he's a clone man. And Melania is a man. Melania have a stones like a man. Alright? This Michelle Obama was the same thing. Michael Obama is the same thing. Is the same homosexual agenda, brothers and sisters, with all government ministers. With all government ministers, is the same homosexual agenda. Is either they horning their wife with a man, or their wife is a president, or wife is something. And you should actually see for yourself how these people, how these ministers are in this dress, how they just look without being in the minister uniform. Very disrespectful and very hoish. Alright? So, brothers and sisters, really, really thank you. I'm down to 7% now. And I already know 7 is the number for completion as well. So, what I need you to do is write down what I teach you. The little things that I teach you tonight, write it down, because I don't know when I will be doing a next live like this to actually come live, because I had to be led to actually come live to actually tell you all specific things. Make sure that you write down what I teach you, so that you will remember, so that when the apocalypse time come, you will see what will happen in America. You will actually see what will happen. Alright? So remember, walk with Elohim. Walk with Elohim always. Don't turn your back on Elohim. Elohim is the main source. Alright? And I am also a part of Elohim. Being the main source, I am actually their main source on the earth. The main source that everyone's supposed to be listening to. Alright? Everyone's supposed to be listening to me, because I am the main source. Alright, down to 5% battery. And I'd just like to say thank you, everyone. And we at countdown number 3. Let me see if it's 12 o'clock. Oh yeah, we at countdown number 3 now. So expect a lot of other things will be happening around the earth. And expect a lot. Remember to copy and paste the prophecies on your page, on groups, and make sure and let people know that we is the real elects. Other people calling themselves elects, and they are not elects. Alright, so stay tuned for our next live. Not our next live like this talking, but I will do a next live. It will be a pre-recording, so stay tuned to that live. I think it was last year. I think it was around last year that I did that live, and that live will be coming up after this. So stay tuned for that live, and see you all again. Shalom from Elohim, the Holy Triune Eternal Family, and much love from me as well. So thank you, brothers and sisters, and see you soon. Much love from Elohim.